Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. We have heard the saying, charity begins at home. You know, we tend to find sometimes we give charity all over the world, but when it comes to our own family members, close, then we ignore them, we leave them destitute. Allah protect us, Ya Allah. And sometimes we do it because we have a problem. And we have to be very careful, you know, because man qata'a rahim qata'a Allahu lah. The one who cuts himself off from family, Allah will cut himself off from that person. Allah protect us from that. So when it comes to, especially we have to give zakat. So, and that is something which is compulsory. So we start. You cannot give to your spouse, you cannot give to your children, you cannot give to your parents and grandparents. They cannot receive zakat. But but your siblings and everybody else in the family can be given zakat. And remember the hadith. You know, one day a son came to the Prophet complaining that his father just asking you for money all the time. And what did the Prophet say? Alayhi salam, you and your wealth belong to your father. So be very careful and how we deal with this, and especially with family members. Give. Charity begins at home. You know, there's a classic case of Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq and Sayyidah Aishah and Nabi alayhi salam. It's called the slander of Sayyidah Aishah. It was a Sahabi or a family member of Sayyidina Abu Bakr whom he used to support financially that created the slander. And it so happened that Sayyidah Aishah was on an expedition with Nabi alayhi salam, and because she went to go see, she lost her necklace, and she went to go look for it, and the whole caravan went away without her. They thought she was in part of the group already. And it so happened a man named Safwan was riding behind the army, and he happened to see Sayyidah Aishah radiallahu anha, and he let her ride on his camel while he walked on foot to the caravan, to the next stopping station. Right? It so happened that the people's tongues started going, spreading slanderous rumors connecting Sayyidah Aishah and Safwan. Ya Allah. When Sayyidah Aishah heard about this, she was so agitated and she wept and she prayed to Allah to prove her innocence. You can imagine how upset the Prophet ﷺ was, how upset her father, Sayyidina Abu Bakr, was. Eh? Ya Allah. And after a time, subhanallah, the innocence of Sayyidah Aishah was proven, and castigating the slanderers, Allah revealed it. So this was a very consoling revelation to both Sayyidah Aishah and her father. The Prophet himself ﷺ was greatly relieved at having the innocence of his wife proven. So we have to be very careful about it. But it so happened that the person who spread the slander was Mr. ibn Uthatha. And said Abu Bakr, being the generous man he used to give wealth and money to many destitute persons. And Mr. was one of those people. And because Abu Bakr was very angry, he decided to stop the financial support he was providing him. Then the ayat came, بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولا يأتل أولو الفضل منكم والسعة أن يؤتوا أولي القربى والمساكين والمهاجرين في سبيل الله وليعفوا وليصفحوا ألا تحبون أن يغفر الله لكم والله غفور رحيم. And let not those of virtue among you and wealth swear not to give assistance to their relatives and the needy and the immigrants for the cause of Allah. Let them pardon and overlook. Would you not like that Allah should forgive you? And Allah is forgiving and merciful. When Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu heard this ayah, he felt the sting of this admonition, and he immediately repented, and he corrected himself, and he restored his liberal grant to Mr. And he forgave the man who took part in slandering his daughter, and mercifully continued to give his own wealth in order to support him. what an amazing personality Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq was. He is ever one of the shining models for the whole of humanity, and we can learn from him how to associate with family. Shukran.